Hi, in this video we are going to learn about cell reference and we would differentiate between the absolute cell reference and relative cell reference. Let's say I just reference a cell A1 in H1 cell. Let's say I write equal to and just click the cell A1. I hit enter and I would get the value whatever value the cell A1 has. If I just copy the same cell reference along the same row, the columns would add up. Like if I see here is equal to A1, B1, C1, D1, E1, and F1. Let's say I just copy the same cell reference along the same column. Now, in the same column, rows would add up A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, A7, A8. Here, the rows are add up. This is this is relative cell reference, but in some cases, in most of the cases, we would use the relative cell reference, but in some cases, we need the absolute cell reference. These are the example data set of the employees, the hours they have worked in a week. Let's say we would like to calculate how much we need to pay them for each day. Let's say I just write rate per hour. I need to format it. Okay, so I just write rate per hour. Let's say I write 10 and I want for all the days I want the same value 10. Okay, so now I need to do in for calculating. I just write the formula is equal to B2 into B9 and I calculate the value whatever we need to pay to the Hasib. Let me copy the formula along the same row. So now the formula have copied, the formula have moved the columns in that the formulas. If I go to B2, it's B9, C9, D9, E9, F9. Now I just move the copy the cell reference down. When I copy it down, I see a zero value because we want to calculate for Zach. It's B3. So that's right. B3 is right. But now it's referencing to B10. So we need to lock the row here. So let me just update the formula in J2. I want to lock B9. I just and I want to lock row 9. So if I want to lock column, I would need to add a star sign here. And if I want to lock the column or the row, so I need to add the dollar sign here. Let's say I add the dollar sign now. Now if I just move it down, so we got the values. If I just click it here, it's referencing the right column. Let's say I just move, now I just move it along the row. So we got the values. But right now I needed to write the value for each week. I just change it to 23, the values would change. Now right now we have written different values for rate per hour. But let's say we have only one value. Let's say we have only one value for each person. Let's say I have a value rate per hour and I have value 10, 15. Each person has a different value for us, so we will need to charge them differently. Okay, let's say we need to update the formula now. is equal to hour worked into rate per hour. So we need to write B2 into G2. So we got the right value, 2 into 10, 20. When I just move it down, I would get the first column right. But if I just copy the formula next cell, we got errors and the zero values because they are not referencing the same right cell. We need to lock the column G. Let me just add a dollar sign before G. I copy the formula down. Nothing changed because everything was already right. Let me just copy it along the column. So the column was logged, and in this example we logged the row, and in this example we logged the column. But now let's say we have the same value for each day and each person. We have a fixed rate for everyone. Now what we need to do now, oh sorry for the error. What we need to do now, we have a single value. Let's say we have a 15 $25 per hour rate, and we need to figure out what we need to pay to each person for the each day they worked. Let's say I just write a value here, B2 into G2. Now previously we multiply B2 with the G2. Now we need to reference to cell C11. When I just click the C11, right now if I just copy the right now if I copy the same formula in the same row, it would give me 0. If I just copy the formula in the same column, it would give 0. Everything would give us 0 because right now we need to lock the column, we need to lock the row because it's an absolute reference. So I just lock the column, I just lock the row, and now if I do the same thing, I got the correct value. Every cell is referencing to the same logged value, that's 25. So basically we can also add the dollar sign in if we are on a Windows laptop, Windows computer. We just press F4 to change the value. We press it when it's in relative form. We just press it once, we get both locked column and the row. We press it again and we can have the desired lock for us. And here this is the difference between if we lock a column or a row, it's a absolute cell reference, and if it's a relative, it would change if you copy it to the next cell, and that's it. And here is the video, and this is the video of the cell reference. If you need to know anything about the cell reference, just let me know in the comments below and I would help you. And if you need any professional help related to Excel or Google Sheet, links are below for the Upwork and the Fiverr. You can contact me and would get a professional help from me. That's it. Thank you.